Welcome back to NBA Cinema. So today we got to talk about that matchup between Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama. I was blown away by both players. They brought it for about a half. Victor played a few possessions in the second half and shut it down. They had comparable stats. Chet shot it really well from the perimeter, so did Victor. They both made some plays where you knew they were both unicorns, man. For Chet, I feel like that year out helped him, man. He was able to add 15, 20 pounds before competing in NBA games. I think that's going to mean a lot for his career and prevent maybe some of the injuries or further injuries he would have had in year one. Victor, he could be something we've never seen before. Again, as he gets stronger, more comfortable with the NBA game, he's going to do some things we just never seen before. and that's what that is. But, man, we're going to check out what these guys had to say about each other. Let's check it out.
You and Chet have been connected for years. I know you've played each other before. The two of you playing away in the first half, what was that like to experience?
It was good. I mean, personally, I was feeling good. I was feeling like I had a lot of energy, so it was good. And yeah, I felt like he hurt us in the first half. And yeah, I know it's just preseason, but for sure the games against OKC are going to be interesting.
Yeah. Is there a little extra between the two of you? I mean, do you guys have any relationship at all?
No.
Hi, Chet. Brian from ESPN. I know you and Victor have been connected for years, even though you haven't played against each other very much. And he just was saying that he thinks this is going to be the start of a lot of really good games against each other. Do you feel that way?
100%. I played against him a couple years ago in FIBA, and it's really cool to see, players from across the world be connected through the NBA. And I plan to play a long time, and I'm sure he does too. So there'll be no choice but to go back and forth. So I'm excited for tonight and tomorrow, but the future down the road as well.
You guys are really. Pop mentioned you guys are going back and forth at each other, but not out of the flow of the game. Did you feel that in the game that when he would make a play that you were looking to do something back?
That's something that you can really get baited into, and it tends to happen to young players sometimes. But I feel like Vic, as well as myself, really did a good job tonight of understanding that it's not the Chet versus Vic show. If we want that, there should be a charity game in the summer or something. But this is the Thunder versus Spurs, and it's preseason. We're trying to get better within our teams. And sometimes that comes down to making a play individually, but going out there and making it about ourselves wasn't what I was trying to do, and I'm sure it's not what he was trying to do on his end. And the Spurs, I'm sure they're a great organization, and I know the Thunder is too. And there's good people telling us, kind of how to handle things early on.
What do you think of first time playing against Chet Holmgren?
He's fantastic. He didn't get held back by Mark Few, at all. He's doing good. Mark will love that. Mark drilled me about Zach, while he was hurt, and it was a big reason why we signed Zach. And Mr. Holmgren learned a lot also, obviously. But he's got a complete game. He's smart. He knows how to play. He's a good one for sure.
You've seen a lot of basketball. I haven't seen two guys of that size with that skill level playing back and forth. I know we're in a preseason game in October, but that was something to watch.
Yeah. I thought they went at each other a couple of times, and it was interesting. It shows their character, their competitiveness, and they did it within reason. Neither one was shooting a horrible shot to try to do the other one in or anything. It was basic basketball that the basketball gods would agree with. They're going to be a lot of fun for everybody to watch over their careers.
Did you enjoy the Victor's first drive? You did the little muscle flex.
I didn't see him do that. I didn't see him do that.
Chet did it back then.
Did he? Did he do the same thing?
I don't know if it's exactly the same as something like it.
And they like It's great. They're very skilled, and very competitive. It's a good combination.
So when you watch these two compete, you can tell there's like this underlying thing where their trainers, the people around them, the way they perceive what they see in the media, that a rivalry has been formed while rarely really playing against each other. Last time we saw them play against each other, Team USA and France, Victor, France lost in the end, I believe, but Victor was kind of dominant over Chet for most of that game. Again, Chet was a good 175 back then. And just like with Victor, as these guys put on good weight, which they both have been able to do, because people just want them to just gain. And that's not good. They're putting on good, lean muscle weight and not compromising their mobility while they improve as players. And I'm loving every second of it. And, you have to look at potential injuries when you're putting on weight. So both of them are doing it the right way. You see Victor stretching at a high level. Hopefully Chet's doing the same thing, because these guys, I think, they have the ability to form a rivalry and really bring the big man back, but in a new age way. I think Wembanyama, as he gets more weight, you're going to see him implement some of Tim Duncan shots that he used to have. Just the simple position on the floor shots, kiss off the glass, catch it in the paint, quick floater, because you don't need anything else. You saw when he shot those threes last night, when he elevates to shoot, who's even within close proximity. And that one shot that he did on that one scoop left hand finger roll that he pulled out the tool bag on Chet when he was hanging in the air, Chet would have blocked most people. You know what I'm saying? But Victor, the extension on his arms went right under and around Chet's already go gadget like arms. So and you look at Chet, I don't know if he missed the three last night. And Chet, playing above the rim. One thing Chet has right now that Victor doesn't have at his disposal on his team, Chet has these great playmakers. He has Jalen Williams, who hit him with that lob I showed in the highlights. He has Josh Giddey, who is a phenomenal passer and facilitator. He's going to get Shai Gilgeous to draw some double teams sometimes when he's cooking. The Jalen Williams from Arkansas, I think he's a decent passer too as a big, you know what I'm saying? So they'll be able to play some good high-low game at times. He's a decent shooter, so you have to at least respect him. But that team, man, so I'll say that. He has more talent. You got, Shai Gilgeous was already an all-star. Josh Giddey has all-star potential. Jalen Williams has all-star potential. So he has a lot of dudes on his team. Chet, and this is what I like about Chet. We saw him score 21 last night, but the way Chet plays the game, I think he could have an equal impact or more of an impact some games when he has 10 points, because he's one of those players that can get you 5 or 6 blocks on any given night. Not saying he'll average that, but he's capable of that. Looks like he was a lot more comfortable rebounding than he would have been playing last year with that added weight and muscle. He's a good passer. So he's able to blend in to what the game calls for as far as what he produces. And I like those type of players a lot better than players that, let me go get my 30, let me get my 25 tonight. I got to do that. And that's first, on the itinerary. Whereas he just kind of let the game come to him. And Victor, his team has got to learn how to get him the ball. I heard the commentators talking about it last night. But what I would like to add to that is that'll also help when Victor learns the seal. Sometimes you can't just throw the lob up. You don't want to just over lob. And I'm going to tell you why. You have defenders coming on the backside a lot. Little guard sneaking in, trying not to let him get that catch. You'll have big-time wing athletes helping on the backside, trying to jump and meet the ball at its apex, and they'll try to overread that. And And you'll put Victor in position sometimes where he has to leave his feet for the entry pass. And you don't want to do that too often, because when his feet is up in the air, what is he susceptible to? He's susceptible to land on someone's foot. And we don't want to do that often. So we want to throw a regular entry pass where he has the man fronted to lessen the possibility of something like that happening. Now, you can go over the top, if you have a mismatch. He done ran down the middle of the floor, and it's an early play, and it's just him and the guy's pinned behind him. But, again, that's going to come with strength. He's going to have to meet the ball sometimes in front because he is still kind of thin. But you don't want to just throw those jump balls where he leaves his feet, and someone can get up under him. So that's what I would add to that. But I do understand what the commentator was saying. You do take that gamble. Sometimes you just don't want it to be overdone and put him in harm's way with regularity. But, man, I could go on and on about this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.